Welcome back to Breakfast Television. It is 9:09. We'll be heading to a high of 10 degrees today, currently sitting at -5, so looking like a beautiful day and a beautiful weekend coming up straight ahead. And a beautiful weekend to shop. Portobello West will be in town, and over 70 designers and artists will be brought under one roof to showcase original clothing and jewelry. So Carlie Smith is with us today to talk a little bit more about what we can expect for the weekend. Thanks for coming on, Carlie.
No problem.
So tell us a little bit about what Portobello West is and where the idea came from.
Sure, yeah. Well, I lived and worked in London, England for 2 years, actually, and I used to frequent the markets all the time and just love the idea. And, of course, once your visa starts to expire, you start thinking about all the things you're going to miss, and the markets was #1 on my list.
Yeah.
And I thought, why don't we have this in Vancouver? And realized that there's a lot of local designers in Vancouver especially, and now Calgary more so, and thought, let's do it. So not weekly, but we have it monthly in Vancouver, and then this weekend is the first time in Calgary.
Okay, so you brought the idea from London to Vancouver, and who participates in the market?
They're all local designers, and in Calgary you'll find people from Edmonton, Vancouver, and Calgary, and most of the items are handmade or at least locally designed, one-of-a-kinds, limited editions, so a lot of really unique items.
Okay, so would the people that are at the market, would they have their own boutique or store?
They tend not to. Most of them you'll find in some smaller boutiques that support local or Canadian fashion. A lot of them are kind of not even at that stage yet, so you'll find them at little shows and markets and things like that, but maybe be able to find them once or twice a year.
Okay, small samples.
Yes.
Which means that if you buy it,
no one else will have it.
Very likely no one else will have it. Okay, let's talk. You've brought some items in that will be seen on the weekend. So this piece, who designed the dress here?
The dress is from Amber Designs, and she's only made 3 of these. So again, if you get it, chances are you'll be the only one wearing it. It's handmade. It's a great material that drapes really nice, and green's a hot color for this spring. It's everywhere. The details.
Color's the way to go.
Yeah, I love the color, and you know, if we can't have the sunshine, at least wear the color, right?
The buttons are adorable.
The buttons she handmade herself, so they match the little belt perfectly.
Okay, and the jewelry piece, is that by the same designer as well?
No.
The necklace on the mannequin?
The jewelry is actually by a girl out of Calgary. Her name's Chelsea. She actually draws the illustration, and then her boyfriend Matt actually sets it behind glass and puts kangaroo leather. A little bit strange, but yeah, something very original.
Very unique. Cute. Okay, so you'll have Vancouver designers and Calgary designers?
And people from Edmonton as well.
And Edmontonians as well. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about some items you've brought here on the table. This wrap.
Yeah, this wrap is from a designer from Vancouver. It's Oli Designs.
From your own personal collection.
From my own personal collection, which I love. She has a spring line as well. This one's my fall wrap. It was still a little brisk out, but she does some really great details, the big buttons, and makes it so wearable. You can just wear it with everything, and it's a really nice New Zealand wool that she uses, so it's really nice, thick and soft. Yeah, all hand knit. So she'll have a lot of spring colors in her spring line. A slightly thinner knit, so you can wear it in the spring, summer over a light dress, things like that. Perfect for weddings.
Okay, and we have a belt here behind. This is a beautiful design.
Yeah, now this one actually is from a girl, sorry. She's actually out of Calgary, but now living in Vancouver. And she lived and worked in Tibet and China and took a lot of her inspiration for the illustrations from her various different travels. So it's either inspiration from her travels or from vintage fabrics. And again, one-of-a-kind pieces.
One of a kind. So her specialty is belts.
Yeah, she does belts and some jewelry as well.
Okay, so it will be accessories and clothing?
Clothing and then art. There's full paintings, originals, photography. We've got a few guys that do baby accessories. So there's Molly bibs, which do these fantastic leather bibs that you can just wipe off, and it has a magnet, so you stick it and store it on the fridge. It's super convenient. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's talk a little bit about price point. Would there be, because they're unique items, are they more costly, or is it less expensive because it's a market?
I wouldn't say it's less expensive. It's probably about what you would find in boutiques.
Okay.
It's not what you're going to find at some mass market sellers.
Like some of the London markets, you can sure find bargains.
You can still find bargains, definitely, but it's not necessarily to find a bargain. It's more to find something unique, and the whole interaction between buying directly from the person who made it, it has more sentimental value, I find.
Okay, and this is a unique item.
Yeah, that's a soft toy
fawn.
from a Fake Sweatshop is her brand name, which is really cute. And she's a recent mother, and that's kind of what inspired her to do the soft toys. It's got a non-allergenic stuffing and really friendly for babies.
Cute. That's a cute cushion. Okay, and she also makes aprons?
No, actually that's another designer.
Okay.
This is from Carlie Smith. She's done a line called Cabin Fever, and she's actually an illustrator, so all of the illustrations on her pieces are her own. And then she uses a lot of vintage fabrics to really bring out a little more kitsch in it.
Okay, so this is handmade.
All handmade, hand-silk
designs,
hand-drawn.
This is a nice vintage feel.
It is. It's really cute. And aprons actually seem to be making a bit of a comeback.
They are making a comeback.
Yeah.
Fashionable aprons.
Well, you've got to look good when you're hostessing, right?
Absolutely. When you're cooking.
Yeah.
Okay, and you've brought in a pillow as well.
And that's also by Carlie Smith.
Okay, who did the stuffed toy here?
Well, she did the apron.
Oh, the apron.
Yeah, and so you can see the similarities there. It's got her illustrations, which she'll have her illustrations there, and she's actually quite known for them in Calgary for that.
Little pocket in here.
Yeah, there's lots of really great little details that you'll find on things like this that maybe get passed over when something's being mass-produced.
And so what are your plans? You started in Vancouver. You said it's a monthly event in Vancouver. What are your plans for Calgary? This will be the first market this weekend.
Yeah, well, it's 3 days here, and then we have another 3-day show planned for September. So we're just doing the spring and fall right now to kind of gear things up. We've got 25 vendors coming from Vancouver and the same coming from Edmonton. So we needed a few more people to kind of beef up the growing industry here, but long-term plans are definitely to try and emulate what we have in Vancouver, to have a monthly market.
Getting the momentum going.
Exactly.
And you have a website here. If you want more information, portobellowest.com. So you can log on and check out more information. The event is happening at the Big Four Center on Stampede Park, and that's Saturday, Sunday?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday from 4 till 9, and Saturday, Sunday from 11 till 6.
Excellent. Okay, thanks so much, Carlie Smith from Portobello West. Thanks for coming in today and bringing these fabulous items. And you can find more on the weekend at the Big Four Center. And Scott Coe is getting crafty with us today. He's painting a bowl. How is the bowl coming along, Scott?
It's coming along. It's slow but steady.